and his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth, and with a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all the saints. Praise ye the Lord. Praise the Lord. Amen. Praise the Lord again. Amen. Praise the Lord. Amen. You may have your seat. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to stand and give the word today. Thank you. Thanks be to God. It's a year of wonders. It's a year of wonders. Amen. And we welcome the God of wonders. He is here in this place. He is the wonder himself. He is the wonder himself. You know, in heaven, I believe wonders happen all the time. Because that is the place where the wonder dwells all the time. It's always a wonder to be in heaven. But what is the key? Also, we were told last week, give the Lord what is due to him. And what is the key? Also, what is another key? What is also due to the Lord for us to be able to experience his wonders is worship. Worship the Lord. When you worship the Lord, when you praise the Lord, you invite his presence to work wonders in your life. When you worship the Lord, you bring heaven down. And the Lord rends the heavens. We're told the Lord rends the heavens. But for the Lord to rend the heaven, why would he come here on earth? Why would he come to be with us? Because he identifies with the presence that is here of worship. In heaven, the 24 elders go before the Lord and they say holy. And every time they say holy, they go back down again because they're amazed at his wonder. They go back down again and they say holy. They go back down again and holy, holy, holy all the time. Because when you say holy, you behold his wonders. When you worship the Lord in the beauty of his holiness, you invite him to come. With all his splendor, with all his might, with all his majesty, he comes and he does wonders. Wonder after wonder. You walk a life of wonder. You live a life of wonder. When you invite the King of Wonder, and how do you invite him? By worship. You worship him. You praise him. You thank him. You glorify his name. Because worship brings heaven. It brings the presence of God down. When you're in worship, you don't even sometimes have to pray. Because you're continually, prayer is very important. It has its place. Worship has its place also. When you're in the presence of God, when you're constantly worshiping God, you're constantly surrounded by his presence. You're awed by his presence. You worship him even for the things he's yet to do. We believe this is a year of wonders. We believe God is going to do wonders It's on its way in Mombasa. It's coming. Are you going to wait until it comes to say thank you? Are you going to wait until you see the car to worship Him? When you worship the Lord, even when it hasn't happened, you believe and you trust. It increases your faith. That you know and you know it is coming. You worship Him. You worship Him. Worship is a catalyst. A catalyst is something that quickens the process for a wonder to happen. It quickens the process. Something is a catalyst. It makes something to happen quicker. When you worship, you encourage God to even bring the wonder to come quicker than it would have. You bring your miracle closer when you worship God. Have you seen the racers? I mean the racers or the runners. When they're running in the running line, and then you start cheering. Maybe say it's Mike who's running. You say, Mike, go, go, Mike, go, Mike, go, Mike, go, Mike. You're cheering. Worship does that. You're cheering God. You're saying, yes, Lord, you're going to do this. Yes, Lord, it's a time of wonders. Yes, Lord, I will walk in the wonders this year. You're worshiping. You're lifting Him up. You say, Lord, yes, you created the heavens. Lord, this thing is too small for you. You worship the Lord in the beauty of His holiness. When you worship the Lord, He hears. He comes closer. He listens to you. He says, hey, Caroline is worshiping me. She's glorifying me. She believes in me. I'm going to do this for her and even more. Even increases and says, you know what, because you have worshipped me, I will even increase what I'm supposed to do. I will even do more. So this year, if you want to walk in the wonders of God, we need to be in the place of worship. We need to worship the Lord morning, evening, noonday, or as we walk, as we talk, as you're walking, as you're every single time. We've been told this morning, Reverend Miriam has told us we need to give God His time. God has said we need to give Him back His time. How are we going to give God back His time? How are we going to give God His time? When you're there, you're doing your business, you're doing your work, that time also belongs to the Lord. That time when you're at work, when you're at home, when you're cooking, that time belongs to the Lord. How will you give it to the Lord? By worship. By worship. The Word of God says, let the meditations of my heart and of my thoughts be pleasing unto you. But how will we do it unless we remain in worship? We need to remain in worship this year. We need to worship God. We need to acknowledge Him. Even when even when it gets tough and you're having a bad day, you need to worship the Lord. Worship the Lord. Worship the Lord. We learn a secret from Mary. I believe Mary, the sister of Lazarus, knew the power of worship. She spent time at the feet of Jesus, worshiping Him, listening to Him. She didn't go far away from His presence. She did get busy and busy herself with many things, but she spent time in the presence of God, not even asking of her needs, but just listening to Him, marveling at Him, at everything He had to say, and worshiping Him. We can turn to the book of Luke. Luke chapter 10, from verse 38. Luke chapter 10, from verse 38. Now it came to pass, and they went, that He entered into a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha received Him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, which also sat at Jesus' feet and heard His word. But Martha was cumbered about much serving, and came to Him and said, Lord, dost thou not care that my sister hath left me to serve alone? Bid her therefore that she help me. And Jesus answered and said unto her, Martha, Martha, thou art careful and troubled about But one thing is needful. One thing is needful. One thing is needful. Only one, not two, not three, not four. Only one thing is needful. Only one thing is needful. And Mary has chosen that good part, which shall not be taken away from her. One thing. One thing. David the psalmist said, one thing have I desired of the Lord, this one thing shall I seek for, that I may dwell in the presence of the Lord and abide in his shelter and gaze at his beauty and his splendor. One thing, only one. It wasn't two, it wasn't three, only one. Jesus says one thing is needful. We're out there, we're trying our best to do many things. Many things. We have a plan, we have a program. I think I'm one of the culprits. I have a to-do list, and it's about 20 things I need to do in a day. But one thing is needful. And that thing shall not be taken away from her. That we may seek to be in the presence of God. That we may seek to behold him. All Mary did was sit at the feet of Jesus and gaze at him. And gaze at his beauty, at his splendor, and listen to him. She was careful to hear every word he had to say. She didn't want to miss anything. Martha is calling her to the kitchen. Mary, come and help me cook. We need to prepare this food. But Mary's like, no, I just want to sit here. I just want to be with Jesus. I just want to worship him. I just want to listen to him. I just want to gaze at his beauty. Not very much. You know what? I just want to gaze. Oh, he's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. He's so wonderful. How can I keep my eyes off him? How can I look elsewhere? He is just too beautiful. He's just too majestic, so magnificent. And you know we're being called to such a beautiful thing. Worship is so beautiful. We were made to worship. We were created to worship. In the heavens, we will not do anything else but worship. Why do we have to wait until we get to heaven to worship God? Let worship be our daily routine. Let worship be our everyday endeavor. As you work, mind me, as you build those houses, worship the Lord. Worship the Lord in everything you do. Give him what is due. And when you give him what is due, he will rank the heavens and he will come down and do everything that he has desired to do in your life. He will rank the heavens. Worship God. Worship God. Only spend time in heaven. When he has Alicia, who is constantly there, Lord, you are wonderful. Lord, you are good to me. Lord, you are good. Why wouldn't he want to come and spend time with you? And if he comes and he spends time with you, why will you not see wonders in your life? He is wonder himself. When wonder comes, human abilities cease. When wonder comes, we don't do it by our strength. When wonder comes, we stop living an ordinary life. It becomes an extraordinary life because the supernatural has come and dwelt with us. We no longer live a normal life. It becomes supernatural. Everything is just out of the ordinary because wonder himself is with us. Wonder himself is with you. Mary, who learned this secret, saw Jesus do something so beautiful in the life of her brother. If we read in the book of John, chapter 11, everyone talks about how Lazarus was resurrected. But no one talks about how it happened. John chapter 11, from verse 1. Now a certain man was sick named Lazarus of Bethany, the town of Mary and her sister Martha. The town of Mary and her sister Martha. It was that Mary who anointed the Lord with ointment and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Lazarus was sick. was that Mary who anointed the Lord with ointment and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Lazarus was sick. Therefore his sister said unto him, saying, Lord, behold, he whom thou lovest is sick. When Jesus heard that, he said, the sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God, that the Son of God might be glorified thereby. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. When he had heard, therefore, that he was sick, he abode 2 days, still in the same place where he was. Then after that saith he to his disciples, let us go into Judea again. His disciples said unto him, Master, the Jews of late sought to stone thee, and thou goest there again? Jesus answered, are there not 12 hours in a day? If a man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he sees the light of this world. But if a man walk in the night, he stumbleth, because there is no light in him. These things said he, and after that he said unto them, our friend Lazarus sleepeth, but I go that I may awake him out of sleep. Then said his disciples, Lord, if he sleep, he shall do well. However, Jesus spoke of his death, but they thought that he spoke of taking of rest in sleep. Then Jesus unto them plainly said, Lazarus is dead, and I am glad for your sakes that I was not there, to the intent ye may believe. Nevertheless, let us go unto him. Lazarus had been dead 4 days. Jesus intentionally delayed, because he says in verse he says, let us wait 2 days. In verse 6 he says, when he had heard that he was sick, he waited 2 days, still in the same place where he was. Jesus waited. He waited that Lazarus may die, so that he may go and resurrect him. He knew that Lazarus was very sick. He knew he was going to die. But he waited 2 more days until he died. Then he went and did a wonder. He waited. And what was, I believe Martha at the time when Jesus was waiting to come, I believe Mary was still worshiping, waiting in expectation that Jesus is coming to heal my brother. They knew they had sent the report to Jesus and they expected him to come anytime. But I believe they were somewhere worshiping the Lord, waiting for him. And Jesus chose not to go and heal his sickness, but he wanted to do a greater wonder. Not just to heal his sickness, but to raise him from the dead. Jesus desired so much to do a wonder in the life of Martha and Mary that he decided, no, I know he's sick, but I'm going to wait a bit longer. I'm going to wait a bit longer, that the testimony will be greater. That it will be a greater testimony. It won't just be a sickness that was healed, but it will be that the man was resurrected. And that is what worship does. What if by that time Mary had gotten discouraged and she had stopped waiting on the Lord. She had stopped expecting him to come. When Jesus finally came, Mary said, I know, even then, even though he is dead, I know you're still going to do it. There's something you can still do. Mary still believed that Jesus was going to do, even though her brother was dead. Somewhere she believed that she told the Lord, Lord, I know that even now you can still do something. I'm paraphrasing, but so what does worship do? Worship invites wonders in your life. Worship invites God to do great things in your life. It invites Him to come and do a wonder after wonder after wonder. It invites Him to not only do the small things, the things which are possible. I'm sure they had seen Jesus heal the sick. I'm sure they had seen Jesus heal people who were crippled, who were lame. But there was a greater wonder that they had not seen before, which is raising the dead. And God wants to do greater wonders. God wants to do greater things in our lives. Years before, this ministry has existed for 20 years. And I'm sure in this time, people have been healed, right? People have been healed, people have been delivered, people have gotten children, barren women have gotten children, sicknesses have been healed. We have seen miracles in this ministry. But why is this year different? Why is this year named the year of wonders? We have seen wonders before, but this year is different. This year is actually named wonders. This year is different. We have seen miracles. We have seen them in this ministry. But this year is the year of wonders. Why does God say that? I believe God wants to do something that is supernatural. That's something that is even greater than what you have seen before. Something that we haven't seen. Something that will be talked about and said, wonder. If you ask Mom and Bishop, I'm sure they have done many miracles before. So they are probably wondering, this is the year of wonders. We have seen wonders before. But why is this year different? Why is this year different? They will see wonders. We will see wonders that we have not seen before. We will see things that we have not seen before. Different things, because the God of wonder has come. And we shall walk in wonder. Wonder after wonder after wonder. It's a year of wonders, not a day of wonders, not a month of wonders. It is a year of wonders. So the wonders are the year round. We should have testimonies. We should have people coming and saying, I have seen a wonder already. Every day, wonder after wonder after wonder after wonder. But how does this happen? By being with the wonder himself. Being with him. Being with him. And when we are with him, every day is a wonder. Wonder after wonder after wonder. Wonder after wonder after wonder after wonder. Because we are with him. He is wonders. For him, wonders are natural. They are normal. They're not something probably to speak about. Because they are just part of his nature. But for us, it becomes a wonder. And so let us draw close to God. Let us give him his time. Let us give him what is due to him. Let us be patient. He may take 2 more days. He may take 3 more days. He may take more days to do the wonder that he has planned to do. But let us be patient. Let us walk in worship. Let us walk in his presence day after day after day. Amen.